Yeah.
Hello, baby.
Yeah. This joint right here. This joint right here is real special to me, man. So I gotta do it right, you feel me? I be in the sky all night, sky all day. I just really hope.
He used to call hip-hop the black CNN.
Attached to brands and stuff, they've got brand associations.
If you do it the right way and you get your business right, you can kind of control what it is you're doing.
Move up. It's not like in pop culture and commercial culture.
Hip-hop wouldn't be hip-hop if journalism was covering the issues that mattered to people from the black community, for example.
Then they can kind of mold you to do things their way.
The corporations sound like Kanye.
I used to be a shy kid until I spoke up. Now the Northwest exactly what I throw up, right?
Hip-hop has become a business. There's been many examples of artists selling out and going against what they believe in for commercial success. I put this to question to Marcel from We Hustle, and he told me his thoughts.
Success and progress. If we put that into context of hip-hop nowadays and many artists nowadays, do you think, like, I mean, it's a difficult, touchy subject, but like, would you say, where is the point where commercialization almost loses the essence of the hip-hop culture?
Yeah. Well, for me, I don't know, hip-hop, like I was saying before, if you do it the right way and you get your business right, you can kind of control what it is you're doing.
Yeah.
When it goes into the commercial world, if your business is not done properly at your record label, if you're a rapper, for example, then they can kind of mold you to do things their way, and then it goes a bit too poppy, and then it kind of loses the essence of the culture. If you've got your business right and you build up your own fan base through social networks like what we have now, you can keep the culture within, like, down to things like what you wear. For example, if you're wearing your own style, your own clothes, if you dance the way you want to dance, and if you rap the way you want to rap over the beats that you like, naturally, you know, there should be a certain amount of other people that like that style as well, and it will continue to grow. However, what's happening at the moment is sometimes rappers, maybe, for example, I don't want to name anyone, but there are people that have signed deals because a lot of the time rappers are so hungry to get out of the situation they're in. So people sign deals to record labels and end up kind of becoming puppets, changing their style to suit what the record label want, who don't really understand the culture properly, and you can kind of just kill yourself. So
That's it.
you got to be. I think as long as you do things properly, you can do well out of it.
Alright, so we just got to London, long train journey, already had a lecture this morning and everything. We're in Houston, London, Houston now. We're about to get train to Victoria, get off, get back on, and then we're going to go to the interview. Why are you talking? While we're at Houston Station, the man walked in front of us and I just cut the camera. I guess that's London for you. But basically, we're on our way to the Kensington High Street and we're going to meet a journalist from the Evening Standard newspaper. We're going to talk to him about, how journalism has affected the music industry and stuff like that. That's my train, so we're going.
Tell me, where have you gone?
I think hip-hop has become overly commercialised, definitely. I think a lot of that blame lies at the door on radio and playlists. And I think, if a hip-hop artist wants to get their music played, then they have to release, tracks like Blurred Lines, like Robin Thicke's track Blurred Lines, which really doesn't have much of a positive message to it. Doesn't really enlighten you in any way when you listen to it. Okay, it's well produced by Pharrell and so on, but these sort of artists are under constant pressure to dumb down their output. And I think if you're an artist now and you're coming up and you want to get a platform, you're under a lot of pressure to just talk about clubbing and girls and getting drunk.
You say that there's a demand for that because of because the media choose to. Obviously, you said that the media without hip hop wouldn't be what it was if the media didn't cover it.
Yeah.
But do you think that, say if the media did cover it, there'd be less of a demand for that sort of commercialised, watered down sort of music?
Look, put it this way, right? There's a demand for Big Macs. If I open a restaurant, does that mean I want to make Big Macs? I don't. I want to make good quality food. And if I have the opportunity to do so, I'll do that. I could put an article up on my website today, which is really cheap, the top 10 footballers who had affairs or something. Do I think I'm enlightening the world by putting up that article? I'm not, but people will click on it. So I think you can't always go for the lowest common denominator. I think there needs to be there is an onus, not just on a business level, but on a moral level for people in the industry, across the media, to push for quality all the time. Always push for quality. If you push for quality, you'll find great artists. Great artists will be uncovered if you push for quality. You can put out these sort of house tracks, dancey type tracks every 5 minutes, and they'll get you to number one for a little while, and people will listen to it. But is it making the world a better place in any way? Are we learning anything from it? So I think that something's been lost a little bit with hip hop over the years.
I then met up with DJ Sarah Harrison live on her show at Bang Radio, and she summed it up nicely.
Negative culture, it deals with, street crime, things like that. But to be honest with you, I really genuinely think that there's a positive message overall coming out of it. It is a hard life, and people, it's not all rosy, and some things that are talked about in hip hop are reality, and people have no voice other than hip hop for them to express it.
Put out the CD to show them what I mean. So please give me a call so you and me can link, cause without you here this game is gonna sink.
That's it for this episode, but make sure you check out the Slenky and Sony website and follow my journey and wait for the new ones to be released. For now, Happy New Year. Peace.
Where have you gone? 'Cause I've been searching.